Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Podcast.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anna.
And I'm Pierre. We are really happy to be with you today for a very special episode. We are going to talk about the most important and useful English phrases for daily life. These are the expressions you really need when you travel, when you work, or when you talk with people in English.
That's right. We're going to teach everything in a calm and natural way. We chose the most useful phrases for beginners. We will explain when to use each one, give examples, and repeat slowly so you can practice and memorize easily.
Let's start with the basics. The first expression everyone must know: hello or hi. You can use hello in more formal situations and hi with friends. This is the word that starts almost every conversation in English. Hello.
Yes, when you say hello or hi, you immediately show friendliness. For example, when you enter a shop, start a meeting, or meet someone new, you always begin with hello. It's simple but very important. Repeat with me. Hello.
Very good. Another important expression for the evening: good evening. You use this when it's already nighttime, usually after 6 p.m. It's a polite way to greet someone at the end of the day. Good evening.
Exactly, Pierre. Imagine you arrive at a dinner or an evening class. Starting with good evening makes a great first impression. It's elegant and respectful. Good evening.
Now let's move to a phrase you will use all the time. How are you? This is the most common way to ask about someone's well-being. You can say this to friends, to colleagues, or even people you don't know very well. How are you?
And the answers are easy. You can say, I'm fine, thank you, or simply, I'm good. This phrase shows that you care about the other person. It's really the heart of daily conversations in English. How are you?
Another very useful phrase, my name is. When you meet someone for the first time, this is the best way to introduce yourself. For example, my name is Anna, or my name is Pierre. It's clear, simple, and polite. My name is.
And right after that, you can say, nice to meet you. This is a beautiful expression that shows you are happy to know the other person. It makes the conversation warmer from the beginning. Nice to meet you.
Let's continue with something very practical. Where are you from? English speakers love to know where people come from. It's a classic question to start getting to know someone better. Where are you from?
And you can answer easily. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Portugal. Or I'm from Spain. This phrase often opens the door to longer and more interesting conversations. Where are you from?
We have already learned several fundamental phrases in this first part.
And we're going to continue right away in part 2 with many more useful expressions for restaurants, shopping, asking for directions, and daily situations.
Perfect. Let's imagine you are in a restaurant or in a cafe. The first very important phrase is I would like. This is a polite way to ask for something. Instead of saying I want, we say I would like because it sounds much more polite. For example, I would like a coffee, please. I would like.
Yes, English speakers really appreciate this expression. It makes the conversation softer and more respectful. You can use it everywhere, in restaurants, in shops, or even when ordering online. I would like.
Another very useful phrase. What do you recommend? If you don't know what to order, this question is perfect. The waiter or the staff will help you choose. It's also a nice way to create a friendly conversation. What do you recommend?
Exactly. People love giving recommendations. You can also say, "What do you suggest?" It's almost the same and it works very well. What do you recommend?
When you finish eating and want to pay, you can say, the check, please. Or in British English, the bill, please. This is the normal way to ask for the kanta. It's simple and used in all restaurants. The check, please.
If you want something extra, you can say, "Can I have, please?" For example, "Can I have a glass of water, please?" This is polite and very natural. "Can I have, please?"
Now let's talk about shopping. A very practical phrase is, how much is this? You will use this expression all the time in stores, in markets, or when buying anything. How much is this?
And when you decide to buy something, you can say, "I'll take this," or "I'll take it." It's short, clear, and shows you made your choice. For example, "I'll take this shirt." "I'll take this."
If you want to try on clothes, say, can I try this on? This is essential in clothing stores. Almost everyone says this before going to the fitting room. Can I try this on?
When you need help or directions, start with, "Excuse me," then ask, "Excuse me, where is the bathroom?" Or, "Excuse me, how do I get to the station?" This is the best way to ask for information politely. "Excuse me."
If you don't understand what someone says, don't worry. You can say calmly, I don't understand. You can also add, could you speak more slowly, please? This is very useful for beginners. I don't understand.
And if you need help in general, use "I need help." This phrase can save you in many situations, at the airport, at the train station, or in the city. I need help.
We have seen many practical phrases in this second part. They will really help you in your daily life when speaking English.
And we are going to continue soon in part 3 with phrases for traveling, working, and more personal conversations.
Yes, this is the final part of this episode. Now we are going to learn phrases that you can use when traveling, at work, or when having deeper conversations. These expressions will help you feel more confident in real situations.
Let's start with traveling. A very important phrase is, "Where is the gate?" You will need this at the airport. You can also say, "What time does the flight leave?" These phrases are essential when you are flying. Where is the gate?
At the hotel, you can say, I have a reservation. This is clear and professional. For example, I have a reservation under the name of Anna. You can also ask, is there a quieter room available? I have a reservation.
When you want to book a table at a restaurant, say, "Can I make a reservation for 2 people?" This shows good manners, and English speakers really appreciate when you reserve in advance. "Can I make a reservation?"
For work or studies, an important phrase is, I'm sorry I'm late, or I can't come today because I'm sick. These phrases show responsibility and honesty. I'm sorry I'm late.
To invite someone, you can say, "Would you like to have a coffee?" Or, "Can we meet tomorrow?" This is a friendly and natural way to suggest something. "Would you like to have a coffee?"
To express your feelings, you can use I'm happy, I'm tired, or I'm a bit stressed. English speakers like when people are honest about their emotions. It helps create real connections. I'm happy.
If you don't know something, don't be afraid to say, "I don't know." You can add, "But I can check for you." This is an honest and positive answer. "I don't know."
When the conversation is ending, you can say, thank you for this nice talk, or I really enjoyed talking with you. These phrases leave a good impression. Thank you for this nice talk.
And to finish, don't forget, see you soon. And let's keep in touch. These expressions show that you want to maintain the relationship. See you soon.
We have reached the end of this episode about the most important English phrases for daily life. We really hope you repeated every phrase many times because repetition is the best way to learn.
Remember to practice these expressions every day. Speak out loud, record yourself, and use them whenever you can. You will see great progress.
Thank you so much for listening to all 3 parts of this episode.
We hope it was useful for you.
Take care, keep practicing English, and we will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, and see you soon.